Hey guys, beybladeXXone launches in 3 days in the Japanese area on November 14th. Now, we don't know if November 14th it's also coming to the West. If you look at the official X page for beybladeXXone and the English release, it does say that it will be out on November 14th, but there's no way to do it on the Steam store, and it is not yet showing on the Nintendo store. So keep your hopes up. Like I've said in other videos, some of these smaller in the West companies, they will just release on the Nintendo store like the day of. I know that Digimon did it when I was looking to buy a newer Digimon game. They kept telling me the day of, and like the day of release, and I just couldn't pre-order it anywhere. And then the day of release, it showed up on the Nintendo store. So on Steam, as of this recording, November 11th, it is still in a coming soon status with no way to pre-order. But just like in my other videos, I am reacting to news that is happening on the Japanese beybladeXXone X page. And they have just released a new short video that I'm gonna play for you right now. All right, so in that video, some things that I want to point out. This looks insane. Now, clearly these are special skills that these blades have that I'm guessing are going to be some form of attachment you can put on your blade. Because some of the attacks that they were doing just didn't make sense for the blades. But I want to get into those 4 different attacks and those 4 different things right now. So in the first one, we have a new character to the game who is using a viper tail, a green viper tail. Again, green viper tail is fine, but you're going to see different colors of blades that we already have produced, again showing that blade customization, which is going to be really, really cool for PvP. But this is a green viper tail used by a new character for this game, and really this one is just a multiple attack, right? It's spinning around, he's coming around. I do like this character design, but he's just coming around and it's like a multiple hit with one, solid hit at the end. Now, the second, which that first one isn't really anything that, doesn't happen in real Beyblade, or I wouldn't, like, it already is happening in the apps and stuff. So I'm not really too worried about like how that one looked, right? The second one was a little bit different. The second one is an orange wyvern gale, like an orange and red wyvern gale running a yellow ratchet. And it looks like a red elevate bit. But his attack, he hits his opponent several times, right? And the opponent looks like Knife Shinobi. Yeah, it's Knife Shinobi. Hits the opponent several times, but then hits him up against the X line, bounces off the X line, comes back to land on top of the wyvern gale. And it is a split second dodge, right? So the Knife Shinobi is coming back to the center of the stadium in the air, and the wyvern gale makes a shift, letting that Knife Shinobi hit the floor, it looks like for 252 damage, right? And that was a really interesting push. Instead of the multiple hits, he hit him multiple times, launched him when he was coming back, then the wyvern gale dodges, right? So that attack looked very interesting to me. And that's, just the tip of the iceberg. I think they go up in, I think this next one is kind of my favorite, which we have a red and gold drawn buster, right? A red and gold Drawn Buster to match the character design, obviously, who goes around. Knife Shinobi is in the middle. Drawn Buster is on what looks to be, Drawn Buster 160 Rush. But he hits the X line, does not hit at like the accelerator rail to come around. He just hits it, flips back into the stadium, but lands on his edge, right? And this is the reason I think that we're able to add these skills pretty much to any blade, because just the design of Drawn Buster, this really shouldn't be the attack, because in real life it's, oblong, so it would really just bounce over the other blade. But I'm thinking this is just a game design, just a skill we can put on our blades, and he rolls sideways where the blade is running straight into that Knife Shinobi. He hits the other side of the X line, comes right back into the middle spinning. That is an amazing attack. That one, let's see, what did he hit? He hit for 462 damage, right? So clearly there's going to be a damage counter, kind of like a fighting game. I like that. But also in previous Beyblade games, you not only have to watch out for your life points, you also have to watch out for your stamina. So I don't know how some of those are going to affect the stamina of your opponent's blade. The last one is a purple unicorn sting, again to match the new character. And she launches, hits Knife Shinobi up against the side of the arena. Knife Shinobi comes back into the center, and she smoke checks him for 528. Now, she is not coming off the X rail. She just does like a small circle and hits him. So 75 for the first hit, 528 for the second hit, and then she just finishes her spin. Now, those 4 moves were just released yesterday on the Japanese beybladeXXone X page. Check the video out above. Feel free to go back. Feel free to go to their page and watch this video. But this is coming out 3 days prior to the release of the game, and I absolutely love that they're showing off these skills. Of these 4 skills, which one is your favorite? I think that my favorite, I want to say it's the Drawn Buster. That is the most flashy one, but really I like the maneuver of the Wyvern Gale, where he shoots it up, the opponent's coming back, and he dodges at the last second. I want to see what that is, right? Each of them are going to have pros and cons, whether they take your stamina away or something. There's going to be some pros and cons to each move. But I really like the Wyvern Gale. Let me know down below, what is your favorite move and what are you looking forward to building once beybladeXXone releases in the East and the West? Hey, for everybody who has made it to the end of this video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day.